about this word finisher. This is the word that really made me know this is what the Lord wants me to speak on today. He is the author and the finisher. That word, and I'm not about to figure out how to say it, T-E-L-E-I-O-T-E-S. That is only used one time in the whole Bible. From Genesis to Revelation, this word in its text, in its tense, is only used, it's T-E-L-E, like telescope, T-E-L-E-I-O-T-E-S. That's a Greek word. And it's only used once right here. But one thing that gives us a clue to what it means is on the cross, the word when Jesus said it is finished, it's the same root word. It comes from the same root word. When he said it is finished, it's a different tense than right here where it says the finisher, but it's basically the same root word. It is done. It is done already. He's the finisher. He's the starter. He's the finisher. He's everything in between. Praise God. So what I want us to focus on is how is he getting us through this journey? How is he taking us through this journey? Remember David in the Old Testament? So when we get to heaven, I'd like to go up to David, wouldn't you, and say, what was it like to slay Goliath? What must that have felt like to slay Goliath? That big giant, and you got the courage to pick up them little smooth stones and sling them at that great big giant. And there you didn't even have a shield. You didn't have anything, just a little boy. Had a slingshot. You had a whole lot of courage, didn't you? What was it like to slay Goliath? Let's go up to Moses and say, what was it like to part the Red Sea? What did it feel like when you raised that staff and parted the Red Sea? And what did it feel like when you closed it back up over top of the enemy? What did that feel like? Wouldn't that be awesome to know, to see? What was it like, Joshua, when you walked around Jericho 7 times and then you saw them walls come falling down? What was that like? What did it feel like? What's it like to hear God speak, Isaiah? Isaiah, you heard the Lord speak. What was that like? To hear him speak and know and write it out. What did that feel like? Sarah, what was it like having a child at 90? Did you have energy? Did you have renewed vitality? What did that feel like? How was that to have a child at 90 years old? How about Daniel? The lion's den? Wow. What did it feel like when they threw you in there? And what did it feel like when you looked at the lions and they're like purring at you? They want to be your friend. Will you pet me? What did it feel like, Daniel? And then, what did it feel like to walk in the Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego? What did it feel like to walk with Jesus in the fire? The only thing burned off of them was their shackles, because they got up and they walked around in the fire. Remember? They walked in the fire. What did that feel like? Walking in the fire with Jesus. 3 Hebrew children and Jesus walking in the midst of the fire. Wow. That's exciting. What did that feel like? What did he look like back then? What did you see? Because remember, the king saw it also. What did that feel like? Well, and then you know what every one of them is going to turn and ask us? They're going to say, what was it like to have the Spirit of the living God living inside of you? What did that feel like when God came into your body? We saw it from afar, but what did it feel like to have God living inside of you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? And what are we going to tell them? What are we going to tell them?